mean, you had to deal with all of that internal pressure and the external pressure. And so, what was that pivotal point for you that what does it mean to be in alignment? You know, like you said, oh, I'm out of alignment. What was that wake up for you? What was that moment you said, I can't go on like this anymore? And how did you course correct yourself? Did you get help along the way? What was that moment like for you?
I love that question. I don't think I've ever had that question that's bring me to that actual moment. The moment was losing everything.
Mm.
But yet, there's a superpower that comes when you hit that point because you recognize that you can only gain everything after that. And
Yeah.
so it really is something I don't want people to have to go to, but I do believe as human beings we all hit a version of rock bottom. But what you recognize in rock bottom is you're like, this is it. This is what my fears were saying, that like this is the thing I've been worried about this whole time. Like, I'm still here. I still have my birthday. I still have my family. I still have my friends. Like, oh, like this is it, and then from there, as you go, okay, what did I learn? Like, what brought me here? And it's just like this whole retrospect. And so that would be the moment, is when of losing everything. And then I would say knowing I was out of alignment was by I went to this retreat on my rock bottom. I was actually sponsored to go to the retreat because I couldn't afford it myself. So I was sponsored to go to this retreat because somebody said you just need to go and find what's called living freedom was the retreat. And I sat there in that retreat for 5 days. And I just realized, it hit me how out of alignment I really was. I was living a world of difficult worlds, struggle, what if, shoulda, couldas, the fears, the limiting beliefs, like all of that. And as soon as I thought, wow, there's a different way. There's a, there's an easier world. Like, oh my gosh, like this is really freeing. And so I said, well, I've tried everything. So why not try this? So that's what made me tried something different, was more of the alignment. So that would be where the course correction, as far as your question is, the course correction was when I recognized, well, I tried everything but this. So let
Yeah.
me try this.
Let's try this. And I just want to pause there because, there are no accidents. Even though we don't know each other, we've never had a conversation before. There's a reason why we're doing this show. And that pause and going on retreat when everything feels like it's falling apart is the most powerful action any human being can take. It was my journey as well. It was a 10-day silent meditation retreat, bawled my eyes out on the meditation cushion, but realized that 2 robes in a bowl. I mean, that's what the Buddhist monks live with, 2 robes in a bowl, and they meditate all day long and they get food made for them. And I was thinking, oh, if that's the worst that I could expect in my life, then, what am I afraid of? And I think, what you want to do, what I want to do is to get our clients to that point of possibility without hitting rock bottom. Right. And sometimes it's hard to do. So let's talk about your practice of how you get your clients to, number one, go from a place of fear to a place of possibility, that contraction and expansion, and what true alignment actually means to you.
Yeah. Well, everyone's going to always say awareness, right? I mean, obviously you have to be aware that you're in a fear. So that's what I would do, is if you can't go to a retreat, maybe sit here on this podcast and really introspect for a moment and think about, what are some of my thoughts that I have on repeat in my own mind? Do I think that I am good enough, that I am deserving, that I am worthy? Do I think that I am smart? Do I think that I am capable? Do I think that I am okay to be my authentic self? Am I okay to trust? Am I okay to expand myself into more success and more opportunities? Am I okay to live my life more in a future-oriented mindset where there's limitless and possibilities are waiting around every corner? And that every person I meet, there could be a lot of potential waiting in that network or that connection. Are you in that place? Or Are you in the contracted, which is worrying about the past and trying to stay in the familiar, trying to control too much, which is you're putting your past onto your future, making your future your past, and saying in that, like, you're finding and then finding any patterns, right? If you're finding yourself in a pattern and you recognize that's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's a moment just to have that awareness to say, I'm not making any moves. I'm not making any more money. I'm not reaching any more clients. Like, by having that, like, it's just a pause to recognize what are your facts that are around you right now. So that would be the first step.